In this video, I want to show you a resource that you might use, you might not, but I have just fallen in love with it. It has really helped my Bible reading, my word study, and it's called the Lexham Theological Wordbook. I'm going to open that up. And the reason I like this resource is that it not only helps me understand words, but it helps me understand the theological concepts behind those words. So it's the Lexham Theological Wordbook. So it's a Lexham Press. You probably already have this in your library, but if not, I think it's $29. It's also included in some legacy libraries. And so you might be able to get a really good deal to get this resource if you don't already own it. Um, but over here on the left, notice in the table of content, we have all these English words. So what this book is doing is instead of starting with uh, the lemma or the lexical information, it's really starting with the theological concept. And then based on that concept of whether it's apostasy or grace or baptism, it's then going to do the work of the Bible kind of word study stuff. So this is a great place to start when if you've got a sermon or a teaching on one of these kind of themes, to really begin your study of what sort of biblical words do I need to look for. Because I'm going to give an example in just a moment. You might miss if you just open up your Bible word study and search a word, an English word, not a biblical language. But this lets you get a kind of an overview of how this word is used throughout the Bible, both Old and New Testament, based on the theme. So let's come down here to grace and see it in action. And I've got grace right here. I'm going to open it up. And every time you're going to get these four different sections: a concept summary, a theological overview, and lexical information. So if I open up the concept summary, it's going to give you a section that really summarizes what is this concept when we think of the word grace. And then it's going to give you a theological overview that's going to work through both the Old and the New Testament. So lots of Bible passages that you can open up to see how this is put into practice. But it's the theological idea um, uh, with this word. And then what I think the gold mine is, both these resources are really good, but this lexical information you're going to get in both the Old Testament and New Testament, how this word is used. And so, and the reason I said that you might miss if you just open up a Bible word study in English, type in grace. Notice in this is the New American Standard. I've got grace here, and it's saying, hey, these two is how the New American Standard, these two Hebrew words is how the New American Standard uses the word grace. But in the resource, the Lexham Theological Wordbook, notice that there's three different words that could mean this theological idea of grace in the Old Testament. It just means that the New American Standard doesn't use that word grace. It probably uses the word favor. So this is a great place to start. It's not like an exhaustive resource. You can't look up every word in the Bible and come to like some theological word book to find it. But this is a great resource because you might be able to see something that you would miss if you just did the Bible word study. And so when I use this, I'll often have the Lexham Theological Wordbook open. Do my search in the Bible word study if I'm looking for an English word to see how it's used in the New American Standard Bible. But this is going to allow me to really have a deeper understanding, not just of the word, but of the theme of the word, the theological information category of the word. And it's going to expand my understanding of those theological concepts and Hebrew and Greek words. So check it out, Lexham Theological Word Book. I'll put a link in the description that you can go purchase if you'd like. And yeah, hope this helps. Until next time.